Okay. To the woman who will marry my husband. But please, do not think that all of this is meant to say you will be unloved. You may be a second wife, but you're still the daughter of a noble house, and that is a precious gift to the Rue family. My husband has faith that you will bring him a son, and this means all the world to him. Nor am I jealous, for you will relieve a heavy burden on our house, and for that I am grateful. As proof of his affection for you, let me share with you one secret, which I have been permitted to tell you. Excuse me. In honor of you, my husband, in his capacity as captain and emperor, has permanently changed his admin password to your birth name. See, it still bothers me. Like, captain and emperor. Like, why can't you just be captain or emperor? Why do you need both titles? They basically mean the same thing. You rule the ship. You're head. Like, there's no reason to have two titles. That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Anyway. My new sister, you will be brought into the Rue family not as a mere lowly woman, but a symbol of power in the inner chambers. You will not only represent the combination of the Rue bloodline by providing him a son, but your very name will represent the power of the captain's computer. Understand this, Pale Bride. Your duty may be great, but you will be loved. Now, this password, I think, is the password. You know, when we first started the game, that terminal, there's a thing where it's like, I don't know exactly what it is, but it needs a password. And yeah, it's like SU. I don't know what SU stands for, but yeah, it needs a password, and I think that's what this password is talking about. So if we find the Pale Bride's name at the Pale Bride's name, then we'll find out the password. Basically, what this reveals. So, and now that we've gone through all the other ones, we can pick which one we want to learn about. And what I've done is I want to learn more about this Pale Bride because we want to know her name, right? So, share the message. Of course, the last person to hold the titles Captain and Emperor on the ship was Ru In-ho. Which of Captain Ru's wives do you wish to know more about? The Pale Bride. Very well. She wrote a lot, so this is going to be tricky to filter. I guess I'll start at the top and I'll let you figure out what's important. Then we go back. Block 5 has new stuff. Alright, here we go. Kim Jong-suk. This is Young's what's his name? I forgot his name already. But that guy. The one that Young-suk, there it is. Right there. Young-suk. That's just his dad. Alright, so the second month of the 319th year was one of great fortune for the Kim family. While on official business, the Captain and Emperor Ru confided in me that he wished that I had a daughter of marriage to give him to take as a second wife. His first wife had been unable to provide a son, and becoming increasingly concerned that she never would, and was coming increasingly concerned that she never would. At the start of the month, I had no daughter in my family to give. My only son, Young-suk, was still without child, yet it was a perfect opportunity. This may sound fantastical, but I swear it's true. Passed on through the generations of the main branch of the Kim family is a giant egg of translucent luster, such that one can see the form of a sleeping child inside. She is known as the Pale Bride for the inscription on the egg, and she was entrusted in our family to be awakened during a time of great prosperity. Yet, any man knows prosperity is seized, not waited on. What is with him and prosperity? A daughter to provide the emperor with a son would elevate the family above the other noble house once and for all. Considering this, I promised the emperor that I did have a daughter who would soon be of marriage age to present him. Then I smashed the egg, such that the Pale Bride passed through the Kim family for years could be adopted as my own daughter. She is a strange child, but will make a fine wife for the emperor. What good fortune this means. An egg sounds like It's ridiculous. Like a girl inside of an egg. See what I mean? Idiot. Dear diary. Last week I woke up from cryostasis. This is the Pale Bride's diary. Last week I woke up from cryostasis. Before I went in, Father promised me that when I woke up in the future, they'd have medicine again. And that's when I read, oh no, she's sick. What is this gonna mean for her? That I'd finally get better, that I might not see him again, but his descendants would make everything right. But the future broke his promise. Yeah, because, okay, the idiot was instructed to not take her out of the stasis pod. Oh. Yeah, it's a pod. You didn't read that yet. We didn't read that yet, but it's a pod. It's not an egg. He was, yeah. I didn't mean to say that. Spoiler alert. But the guy it said to not wake her up until a time of great prosperity. And yet, he woke her up in the most shittiest place ever. I mean, come on. Like, look at all the trouble you guys are having, and you want her to come out and make it better for you? Like, really? Do it yourself. You want to elevate your family? Do it yourself. I'm scared and confused, and I don't get what happened. I think there was some big disaster while I was in stasis or something. Everyone's so uneducated and stupid. Father and mother were kind of dumb at times, but the guy who woke me up, he might be named Kim, but he's nothing like them. Father was wrong. Nothing's better. The future sucks. I like how she taught, like the way she writes is more like how we would write, like people of our kind of area. That's how we would write, which is kind of interesting. So she's still from the future. Well, our future. She's from their past, but our future. Whatever, you know what I mean. Dearest Mother, do you recall how in my last letter I mentioned the Pale Bride? Okay, so this is Young Suk's wife. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Jong-soo's son's wife. There. Jong-soo's name is easier to say than Young-soo. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Anyway. Do you recall how in my last letter I mentioned the Pale Bride being brought into the household? I take back any kind words I might have said about her. That awful child is nothing but the most miserable person I have ever met. I just thought I would have a little more time of peace. With Young-suk's adopted mother visiting her own family, I have been given full responsibility over that miserable child. What happened to my promised domestic bliss? She is in trouble so often, one would think she were a boy. She acts like one too. I suppose it can't be helped. She says wait a minute. So she expects a boy to get into trouble a lot, but a girl can't? That's kind of messed up, lady. I mean, get with the times. Get with the times. This is like so not cool. But like, it's terrible. She acts like one too. I suppose it can't be helped. She says she says she lived her first 12 years in the past, and I can see it. She certainly acts as though she's from a less civilized time. Just last night, she made a huge scene at dinner time. She kept trying to rudely leave the table in front of Young-suk and father-in-law, loudly insisting that she was too sick to eat. She has said this before too. I was worried, so I had a doctor examine her. She is, of course, in perfect health. When I asked why she thought otherwise, she started talking about how pale and thin she was. She's not truly unhealthy. All she was doing was rubbing it in my face. She is far more delicate and beautiful than I. What a cruel little child. Why must she be so spiteful to me? Right. So, I guess we are back at a time where men dominate the world. Well, their ship, at least. And the whole pale and thin, slender thing is taken way too seriously. But if your doctor... Okay, so if her father put her in stasis so that... like, she could get more medicine, like advanced medicine in the future. And yet, when I'm pretty sure doctors probably examined her in her time and concluded, yeah, she has a sickness. So that means that either the doctor of this time is full of crap, or they are just really stupid, like the Pale Bride said, you know. Oh, but over here is just like helpful stuff, like pronunciation stuff, which I am not even gonna try to look through because so that's like Hyung A. No, yeah, Hyung A. So that's how you spell her name. I'm gonna say her name. Hyung A. A, not I. A is in May. And then this is the cliche to remember, which is men are honored, women are abased, whatever, however you say it. But I'm pretty sure it means like men rule, women serve, something like that. And then the family tree, which doesn't really help me. I get confused easily. I guess it kind of does. So Young Suk, yeah, so Young Suk was adopted, right? Yes. But, okay, did he die? Is that the one that died? No, but look, he adopted him, that's his only son, right? But, right? But these look like, why is this, what's this line for? Are these supposed to be kids too? His kids too? Yeah, because it says his son. But is this the son that died? That's why it's confusing for me. That's why I don't really try. And that's just who made who. Yeah, Young Suk's wife has no name. They don't know her name. Which is kind of sad. Yeah. Okay. So. Where were we? We're in Block 5. And I wanted more in the Pale Bride. Show the message. The Pale Bride did keep an extensive diary. I'll try to find some more entries for you. Her story is really interesting. I mean, like, I liked it. We go back. There's all this. Well, I guess only 4, but all this is not really that long. Excuse me. Dear Diary, today I was forced to stay at home all day. I didn't get to leave yesterday, or the day before that, or the day before that, or even the day before that, or any other day either. I want to write about how much the ship has changed since I was put into stasis, but I can't even see it. I keep asking why I'm being kept prisoner. Nobody will tell me. That woman who keeps bossing me around, she's awful. I'm dying here. I keep telling her I'm sick. That's why I was put in stasis to begin with, but she won't listen. She treats me like I'm a stupid kid. I tried to argue with her. Look how pale I am. Can't you see I'm sick? I swear I'm not making up what she said in response. Why must she be so rude? It's not polite for a girl to boast about her beauty. Beauty? I tried not to cry in front of her. I've had to do that a lot. I'm not beautiful. I have a compromised immune system, I shouted at her, and ran away. I don't even remember what she said back. Something about using big words, I think. How stupid is she? It's really sad if she doesn't even know what an immune system is. Or at least or even what the word compromised means, because that's pretty, I think everybody pretty much knows what that means. What was I gonna say? Oh, so this is Young Suk's wife, I'm guessing, because she was just talking about how Pale Bride was complaining about, bragging about her pale and slenderness, even though that's obviously not what she's bragging about. She hates me. I don't know why, but she hates me. That's not why I'm allowed to go visit the ship plaza, though. Jung-soo, the man who keeps telling me to call him father, said the same thing. He promised me that I would have a chance to leave soon, though. I don't think he was being nice, though. Yeah, I'll write about him more later. Right now, I have to go to bed, or that woman will get mad at me again. So she's like, I guess the wife is sort of like in charge of the Pale Bride. She has to watch over her, blah blah, blah 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 blah, which is ridiculous.